Have you ever had a really busy day and almost went the entire day without eating? Do you remember how you felt when you were really hungry but couldn't eat because of that hectic schedule you had? Probably really agitated and frustrated, right? Well, imagine having that feeling every day and not knowing where your next meal is coming from because you simply don't have enough money. Well, that's what food insecurity is. The lack of access to sufficient food for a healthy and active life. Right here in Clark County, there are over 264,000 people that are food insecure. You might say, how is this possible in the entertainment capital of the world? Yes, Las Vegas is known for its fine dining and world-renowned chefs, but about 13% of its population is food insecure. African Americans only make up 11% of Clark County's population, but account for nearly 40% of the population in the neighborhood with the highest food insecurity rate. African Americans are more likely to lack access to healthy and affordable food due to poverty, lower household income, unemployment, food injustice, and racial segregation. So this consistent uncertainty in food access results in poor mental health outcomes for food insecure African Americans. Thus, my research proposes to understand the impact that food insecurity has on mental health and the processes utilized by African Americans to cope with this stressor in Clark County. The transactional model of stress and coping, depicted on this slide, provides a framework to investigate how African Americans cope with food insecurity. I have developed a survey comprised of questions that address each component of this model. This survey is currently being distributed to clients at local food pantries this semester. The responses to the survey will reveal what the client actually thinks as well as does while dealing with their food insecurity, which has never been studied before. The survey responses will also indicate which of these coping processes the client used during this stressful time. These results are important because it will help me to determine the impact that food insecurity has on the client's emotional well-being, which is measured by depressive symptoms. In addition, the results will show if there are particular coping processes that actually improve mental health outcomes. This is significant because it will offer profound insight for the development of a culturally relevant and tailored intervention to improve mental health outcomes for food insecure African Americans right here in Clark County. Thank you.